from the high voltage India versus New Zealand Champions Trophy final. Well, it's going to be an important game for both the sides, and obviously it's least said the best, about the things that have really gone right or wrong, for both the teams here. But then if we talk about India's Champions Trophy campaign, well, it has been tremendously best. They have been unbeaten so far, and in case of New Zealand, they did suffer a slight hiccup ahead of their game against South Africa, which was the semi-final, but then they came to their very own and won that match rather comprehensively to set up a date against India on 9th of March. That is going to be the final of the 8-team tournament. Now, as expected, as it has been the norm for India, there was obviously a press conference held, and it was Shubman Gill who was the one who attended this press conference and spoke on a range of issues surrounding the Indian cricket team, starting with the retirement rumours of Rohit Sharma here. And this is what Shubman Gill had to say, that he knows nothing about it whatsoever. We are focused on winning the Champions Trophy. I believe Rohit isn't thinking about it now. He might take a call after the tournament. And if we take a look at the most important keywords here, I believe Rohit isn't really thinking about retirement. He might take a call after the completion of the tournament. Well, this in a way proves that whatever rumors that are going on about Rohit's possible ODI retirement, well, it's just on social media. There is nothing concrete about it. And this is what maybe Shubman Gill has also tried to say, that maybe, just maybe, retirement is currently not on Rohit Sharma's mind. Well, moving on, when asked about what is the inspiration that the Indian cricket team would have, or who are going to be the ones that the Indian cricket team would take inspiration from for the Champions Trophy final, Shubman Gill said that it's important to be motivated from the winning teams of the West Indies and Australia. Good teams are those who win from pressure situations. And when we talk about the good teams of West Indies and Australia here, the teams that he's probably referring to are the ones from the 1980s or the 90s, when Australia and West Indies were pretty much invincible. In case of Australia, their invincibility phase came from the late 90s, and for West Indies, they clearly dominated cricket in the 1960s and 1970s. And when talk about, winning from the pressure situations, that's what it is going to matter for both India and New Zealand. And that's what Shubman Gill is probably wanting from the Indian cricket team here. Well, moving on, when asked about India's batting unit here, Shubman Gill said that this is the best batting lineup I have been a part of. Rohit, one of the best white ball openers. Virat is the best ODI batter. Shreyas, KL and Hardik all are clicking. If we talk about the performances that these batters have had, Shubman Gill, he began on a terrific note by a century against Bangladesh here. Rohit Sharma has got off to starts. He got to a 40 odd against Bangladesh. Kohli has gotten a century to his name and an 84 in an all-important semi-final against Australia. Shreyas Iyer has been India's unsung hero. Hardik Pandya, it was because of his late overs hitting that India won that match against New Zealand. He was one of the instrumental factors there. He also took a wicket of Rachin Ravindra. And if we talk about KL Rahul, he has also finished the 2 games here for India against Bangladesh and the Australia one. So overall, India are clicking as a unit, so there are no major worries here. And that's where Shubman Gill feels that this is a world-class unit that he has been a part of. Well, when asked about, his role as a vice captain, Shubman Gill has said, obviously, it's going to be an extra responsibility for me. Important to know how other players are feeling. My role is to help people stay in the right frame of mind, just help them stick to the basics. So obviously, this is one thing that it's kind of passing the baton to the next captain here, because Shubman Gill is now very proactive on the field. It was pretty evident in the game against Pakistan when Rohit had stepped out of the field due to an injury issue, and it was Shubman Gill who was the acting captain, talking to the bowlers consistently. It's been the case throughout the Champions Trophy. The BCCI have stuck with him as far as vice captaincy is concerned. So he, in a way, knows, or in his mind, he knows that sooner or later he would have to captain India in one of the white ball formats, which is definitely going to be the 50 over format. And last but not the least, When asked about the Dubai pitch, how is it really going to behave? Because there has been a change in weather conditions as far as Dubai International Cricket Stadium is concerned. It is cloudy. There isn't any threat of rain, but then the clouds have hovered over, and that's where Shubman Gill said that I don't really think the wicket is going to behave differently. Irrespective of the change in weather, we have a good idea on how to play on tracks like in Dubai, which pretty much means that India are going to stick to their four-spinner theory, with Varun Chakravarti, Akshar Patel, Ravindra Jadeja and Kuldeep Yadav getting the nod here, and Harshit Rana once again might have to sit out irrespective of the clouds hovering over the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Now, if we talk about the India versus New Zealand in finals of the ICC tournaments here, well, obviously in two finals here, New Zealand defeated India in the knockout trophy in 2000. They also defeated them in the WTC final. But if we talk about the last few knockout matches, or maybe the 2023 ODI World Cup semi-final at the iconic Wankhede, that's when India actually got some sort of a revenge against New Zealand in those ICC knockout matches, and they would want to make sure that they continue the momentum against the Black Caps, who are a street smart cricketing team and can punch above their weight on a given day. So what do you think about Shubman Gill's quotes on India's batting unit? He has said that it's pretty much world class. And do you really think that Rohit Sharma is going to call it quits after the completion of Champions Trophy, irrespective of the result, whether it goes in India's favor or not? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Pawan, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.